We're back.
Hi guys. We just had to take a quick break. Nancy was fast.
Yeah, I had a bid for movers, so had to walk him through the house real quick.
I was going to show you guys one other thing. Nancy mentioned some stuff from our Harry Potter box. This is one of the things that was in it.
Isn't that cute?
Katie designed this, a Flourish and Blotts bag. I wanted it to look kind of apothecary-ish, and I love it. And she made it 731 Diagonally because Harry's birthday is July 31st.
Okay.
So the girl is smart. She thinks of all the details. I have to brag on my girl a little bit, right?
That really turned out well.
I like it. And I mean, it's just kind of a cute, has nice long handles.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with
that. For
that.
me, I don't like the long handles because then it hangs down to my knee if I put it over my shoulder.
Oh, see, I always have it stuffed far enough that, you know, I need the extra room to get it to fit right.
The trials of bags.
We are coming back really just to give you a retreat update.
Yeah.
So if you are not interested in the retreat, not planning for the retreat, well, thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Bye. Or stay.
Yeah, or stay, and maybe you'll get...
Maybe you'll get interested. Maybe it'll be something you'll like.
So I had some cute messages. One of them was from Nancy Dubin, I think. What did her message say, Nancy? It was
you didn't
fun.
write her down.
I didn't write it down, and I mean, I wanted to talk about it. Crazy me. So I can tap that video and then get them all. As long as I turn the volume off and you guys don't have to hear us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let me talk about this one while you're looking her up. Diane Hosford. I think that's how you say your name, Hosford. We had to laugh because you said the cats don't like you being up that late because it disturbs their schedule.
But you stayed up late to watch our retreat.
Yes.
I know what my mistake is here. Nancy actually replied on our last video because...
oh, yeah, yeah.
Here it is. Ha, looking for a retreat announcement. It's way past my bedtime. It's 11:52. It wasn't 11:52 where we were. It was only 10:52. However.
Yeah, we're Central Time.
Yeah. However, I was really tired, so I thought I would give poor Nancy a break. And I went ahead and uploaded the video. It was ready to go, and it was short, so I knew it wouldn't take very long. And so it was a little after 11 when it went up last night, and we've had really good response.
Yes, I was so excited to see all of those today. That was fun.
So we really enjoyed that. I was going to look and see Linda Hoke, who I'm guessing is in Australia because she talked about Australian stitchers.
Yeah.
She wanted to know if there would be a possibility for a remote stitcher. And what she means by that is somebody who lives far enough away that they won't be able to come, and that they would still pay some of a retreat fee, and we would send them some goodies, and then find some way to get them to be able to interact through technology. So, and so we are not averse to that at all.
Right.
What we need to do is maybe figure out more with the hotel.
Yes.
I just realized that, like, I have that really tipped up. We're like little short ladies today.
Oh, well. Oh, well.
It's better than last night where you got to look at us from underneath.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so, Linda, yes, we did hear you, and it was very thought-provoking.
Yes.
And it's kind of got things stewing with us. So if we seem like we're hesitating, it's just that we've got that going around and around. Yeah.
Yeah. If it is workable, we'll do it. But, you know, we've got to figure out if it is.
Yeah. So, and how we can present it in a way that it will be worthwhile for you.
Yes. A good experience.
So, and we know that we aren't going to be able to tie somebody to just being in charge of the technology. So we really have to think about it and work it out. But we're willing to try.
So good
It was a good question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I lost my word.
Okay, I think that's that on those comments.
Okay.
Man, I had a good time watching the comments and all of the messages come in.
How fun, yes.
So we didn't tell you this, but we have a theme for our retreat.
Summer vacation.
Those of you who needed a little more plain, summer vacation. And it's whatever that means to you. You know, Nancy and I are more cruise girls.
Oh, yeah.
We like to be pampered.
Mm-hmm.
Remember,
Fed well.
remember that we will be planning a retreat cruise.
Ooh, yeah.
In a few years.
What year?
2023 is what we said.
23. Okay.
So, you know, like 4.5, 5 years.
I'd like to get one in before then, though.
That would be nice. I went on the Alaskan cruise last summer, so.
I haven't been
Love
on
that.
one since our cruise from hell.
Oh, and last year we booked club class. I mean, we booked a suite because it was my family and it was celebrating our 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
So we got to do club class dining and have all of those club perks. Oh my gosh. It will be hard to go back to anything else because darn, it was nice. It was so nice. And I was newly on the gluten-free diet plan at that point. And they showed me what a restaurant should be willing to do. And it was wonderful. There was a night when they were doing a special spaghetti a la minute, and they were cooking right there. And I said, oh, it smells so good, and I just wish I could have it. And they looked at me and said, well, of course you can have that. We'll go get gluten-free spaghetti and a new skillet, and we will fix it for you. And they did, and I was so excited. I mean, those little things that they do.
That's what I love about the cruises. They just take such good care of you, always pamper you, and will just fulfill your every whim.
I must have gotten sunny hair up my nose because my nose just like crazy now. And that's what I did off screen. I went off and rubbed my nose. That's why Nancy's laughing. And hopefully I'm clear off screen because we know that we actually have a little more than what it shows.
Well, you were off our little screen.
Yeah, well, I tried to lean as far over as I could.
Stick your head in the dresser and you'll have all sorts of scents in there.
Oh, there you go.
Candles and stuff. So.
One of our stitchers commented that she went out and looked at the website for the Drury Inn.
Yeah.
And that it looked wonderful and that it had gotten wonderful reviews. And she was very sweet. And she said, as I'm sure your retreat will also.
That's
we love that.
Nice.
That was really sweet. And so if you didn't watch, we did put a video out last night. It's just about 11.5 minutes. And it's called Show Me Secrets. Because our retreat is the Show Me retreat.
Right.
And our theme, like we just said, is summer vacation.
And you can tell from the thumbnail because it doesn't have this behind me.
Yes.
Behind us.
And it is at the Drury Inn in Independence. We went through all these things last night. You will, there's a $100 retreat fee that you will contact us at theaddictedsisters@gmail.com. Did I do that wrong? No, that's right. theaddictedsisters@gmail.com. And you will let us know first that you want to come to the retreat.
Right. That's number one.
Then number two is that you will PayPal us your $100 retreat fee you're going to send it friends and family to us. And we are theaddictedsisters@gmail.com.
Right.
The same thing.
Same address.
So,
but remember the friends and family thing because that's very important. Otherwise, they withhold a fee, and we'll have to go back to you and ask for that fee amount.
And I don't know that it's very much, but it would be really silly to send it again. The other option, if you don't have PayPal, is to mail a money order, and it needs to be a money order to me. If you're going to go that option, when you email to let us know you're coming, then you just need to tell me that's what you want to do, and I will send you my address so that you can do it.
Scoop.
If you are coming with other stitchers, some of you have already done this.
Yes, I'm so pleased.
But if you're coming with other stitchers and you're worried about all of you getting in, all you need to do is email and say, hey, I'm coming and my sister is too.
And please give us their name.
Yes, give us all the names so that we can mark you down, because we're going to keep a spreadsheet. We're like that too.
Yeah.
And we'll get you both in, and then it doesn't mean that one of you needs to pay. You can both pay, and that's fine. You just need to make sure that your name is
We just want to get our account going.
Yes. So, and the retreat fee is due by December 31st.
Right. So even if you sign up now, that doesn't mean you have to pay us immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You have from now till December 31st to get that in.
It helps us the sooner you can pay it.
Right.
Because we start doing things.
Shopping.
We've had a couple of people register and say that they would like to be day stitchers. Mm-hmm. We explained this last night. We are accepting names for day stitchers. They will still have the $100 retreat fee because that pays for the room and some of the goodies.
So, stitching room.
Yes, the stitching room. But we have a minimum requirement of rooms that have to be booked. Personal rooms that have to be booked. See, I point up because they're above the stitching room. That have
you got
to be,
that right.
that have to be booked before we can even have the stitching room.
Yes.
So we are not adding those day stitchers in there until we reach our threshold with our number of rooms.
Right.
And we'll be in close contact with the Drury Hotel to make sure when we get that number of people.
And we'll keep the day stitchers in their order that they came in. We, you know, we won't just pull willy-nilly. If you came in number 2, we're going to use you. We're going to then go on down the list.
So, and I listened back last night, and Nancy thought I was saying that if she was day stitcher number 2, then I would put her in first. No, just because she's my sister, I wouldn't put her in first. So if you're day stitcher number 1, then as soon as our rooms are filled that we need, then I will put you in. And, you know, I will put in, if we're on number 60, 70, whatever it is, I will put in everybody before that person, all of the day stitchers before that person at that point. But we have to hit that threshold.
Right.
And then we will add people after that.
Yeah.
So.
Do you want to talk about the cutoff? December 31st. What's going to happen?
I did say that.
What's going to happen?
What's going to happen? You can say that.
Okay. Okay.
She always lets me talk.
Because she always has it down. But on December 31st, actually probably January 1st, or soon thereafter, we will contact the Drury Inn, get the list of people who have registered at the hotel. We'll compare it against those who have actually paid us.
It's the retreat fee we're worried about.
Yes. And the retreat fee, see, that's why I let her talk, because I go the long way around. If you have not paid your retreat fee, we will remove you from the list and we'll go to the next person in line. So, you know, we're not going to call back and say, hey, Susie, you haven't paid us yet. Are you going to come to our retreat? No, that takes too much time, and we've got other people waiting, so we think that's the most fair way to do this.
Right. And the hotel room, you need to go ahead and reserve your room. You just have to give them a credit card for confirmation. It doesn't mean that that's what you're going to pay with. It means that's what you're using to hold it.
Yeah.
And we need you to do that so that we know when we hit the number of rooms.
Yes. And we will still get you the code.
Right. We're in contact with them. We'll get you the code as soon as we find out that you've paid us. And a couple of you have paid us.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
Then we will send you back the code so that you can get your room booked.
Yeah. It'll probably be Monday or Tuesday before we can do that, because we've got to reach out to them. So. And
get a response back and all that. Okay, our theme is summer vacation. I've said that 3, 4, 5 times. Who's counting? Jane, are you counting?
Summer vacation.
So we are going to do the ever popular smalls exchange.
I like this.
I like
hope
that
you guys do
so
too.
much. And we want to remind you that you just need to keep it small. It doesn't have to be a pin cushion.
No.
It doesn't have to be...
It can be a frame piece. It can be a flat fold.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever's easy, but just keep it a smallish piece.
Mm-hmm. Remember that some people will be flying.
Yeah.
And so if it's hard to transport, then...
While I would love to have a huge piece from somebody, if I was trying to travel back, I would be frantic.
Yes.
How am I going to get this here? What am I going to do? Am I going to have to go find a UPS store and mail it back? What am I going to do?
I saw from StitchCon that Pam and Steph, just keep stitching. Pam got this beautiful piece in the smalls exchange. And the stitched piece it fit within what they had set as their maximum size. But then the person had mounted it on either an 8-inch or a 10-inch box, square box.
Which would be gorgeous.
And then inside they had lined it with some fabric, and it was beautiful. I mean, it was beautiful. But thank goodness Pam got it because...
she's local.
Yeah. Now, what will kind of help with that thing is that we're going to ask you to wrap it in white tissue. I figured we would do that. I had to look at Nancy for confirmation. We do this with our other group. We want everything wrapped alike. So white tissue paper.
And the reason we do that is so it's a surprise.
Yes.
So you don't go, I saw so-and-so carry that and I'm going to get that piece from them.
And we don't play the steal it game.
No. If you want to exchange, that's your choice. But
we don't play the steal it game.
No.
So, but we'll have you wrap them all in white paper. We'll have them laid out, and then we will have people come, probably a table at a time.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we'll draw table numbers, and that's who'll get to come up, and you'll get to choose your package. And we'll have you all open them at once so that we can see everything that everybody gets.
Yeah. And
we're not going to do them one at a
time.
time.
No.
Yeah.
And so you can see who got your piece and how they react to it.
And maybe we'll work it out logistically, but
we'll figure it out.
I'm going to want to know who stitches what I take home.
Yeah, me
and
too.
who takes home what I stitched.
Yeah,
so I'm going to want like a hand or something so that I can get that.
And, we might do a little
card
again, because what we did at our other retreat was have you fill out this little card and say, hey, my name is Janie. I stitched this piece. It's called this. I use this fabric. I use this floss.
You know what? If we're going to do that, then I'm going to say right now, please make note of that so that you can fill out the card.
Yeah, and you'll do that once you get there. You don't have to do it beforehand.
Right. But, maybe store it in your phone, your iPad,
maybe take a picture of it.
Your device, whatever you're going to do. Yeah, just so that you have the information and what changes you made. Maybe what inspired you to do it.
Right.
Whatever you want, because we leave a little note section too. And I got one from Vicky at our little one. Hi, Vicky. And it was so funny because she couldn't remember anything about it. But what happened is that she took the card back from me because the ladies at her table, they played online and they found her piece.
They figured it out.
So that she could write everything out for me.
How funny.
So it was, and okay, so now I have that memory attached to it. And that's fun. So when I look at that piece, I smile not only because it is beautiful, but because it was so silly and fun.
Right.
So
those are the kind of things we like for you to take back from retreat.
And we hope that you all leave with your face hurting.
Yes, from laughing.
Your face, your stomach. We're going to give you aerobic exercise. It's just going to be in the form of laughter.
Yeah.
So
you can sit down while you do this one.
We will get you up every once in a while.
Yeah.
But I've already seen some people say, I hope I get to be a big sister. You can put me down for that.
Fun.
And that's lovely. And if some of you, it doesn't have to just be my local girls.
No.
If some of you are wanting to be big sisters and you're the Laura and not the Nancy, then
let us know.
Yeah. We will, the more the merrier.
Right.
So,
we all take care of each other on this channel.
And if you know what we mean by that, it means if you're not the introvert, but you're the extrovert. I don't know that I'm totally extroverted. I do very well with somebody with me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and
I do okay with somebody with me too.
yeah. So generally my big sisters are going to be in pairs so that you'll get two that you can check with. I mean, and that's kind of nice because, you know,
Yeah,
we're going to try and
available.
Yeah. So, but our local ladies are excited about it, and
yes, they are. They've been telling us about it at our weekly stitch,
mm-hmm. and they want to be there and help and anything that we need. So, to register for the retreat, I think I already said this, but we're going to do it again. You're sending an email to
step number 1,
theaddictedsisters@gmail.com.
Sisters.
There's one of you out there having a little bit of trouble. If you can't get it figured out, then post on here with your email, and I'll send you an email from that site, from that email address, and you can reply back and tell me that you want to come. And that's where I'll put you in line. I know that at least one of you is having a little trouble. So if you need to, you put your email address down below and we'll get you. Then you're going to send your payment as soon as possible using friends and family on PayPal using that same email.
Step number 2.
And then we will get you the information for the hotel pretty shortly.
Yeah.
Because I think they're antsy to get some of the rooms reserved in our block.
Yeah, because we've held a good number of them. Mm-hmm. So they're, they're getting requests for them. They want to get them filled. So we do too.
And we know this is almost a year away, but
it's not anymore.
Yeah, it's not quite. It's only 11 months away.
I know.
What's today? It's the 11th. It's 11 months away. It will start on this date.
Just think, you will be here in Missouri and meeting us face to face.
Yes.
Won't that be exciting?
And remember that I told you that if you do come early, because the Drury Inn allows you a couple days before, a couple days after, if you do come early, we're going to try and plan a trip out to Picture This Plus.
How fun will that be?
Marilyn will hate us, but that's okay.
Yeah, she will.
She'll hate us in a good way.
Yeah.
So, and she'll probably just hide in the back room and her ladies will take care of everything. Really, Nancy and I have been there so often that when we're there, she doesn't even come out unless we go get her.
Yeah, we help her customers and everything. So
we know where things are. And if we don't, we go get her.
Right.
We know what our limitations are. So see, there it is again. Confidence.
Yes.
Do you know what you know? Be an authority on what you know. We know where things are there. The other thing we wanted to tell you is that we want to do some sort of a community outreach program.
Yes. I think this will be really fun. We haven't worked out the logistics of it yet, where we're going to do, or which charity we're going to reach out to, but we're going to do something so that you can be involved and be part of a contribution to this local organization.
And Nancy has an idea about what we're going to do, and it would be to try and help
I think it's a battered women's home. So
Katie and I were talking about that lately, that just recently, that there's evidently one really close to where I live.
Oh.
Yeah, and you can only go so far, and then you have to drop people off if you, like, she picked somebody up in the middle of the night when she was on her way home from Worlds of Fun.
Oh.
And had to drop her off, not even at the location, but a little ways away so that the lady could walk in.
But we want to help our community, and we know you guys all have huge hearts.
Yeah. So Nancy's getting choked up here, I can tell. And it's something that we really want to do and we feel strongly about. I've told you all the story about Habitat for Humanity at the stitching event that I went to with my sister-in-law, and how she snatched up my ornament, and it was cute, and you know, we want to do something that will be cool. I also know from watching some of the StitchCon reviews that Michelle Garrett Bindi Stitchy. See, I always call her Michelle Bindi, like that's her name.
That is her name.
They asked her while she was there if she would be willing to do a challenge, and what they did is they set a timer for 20 minutes and they counted how many stitches she made. And people had made pledges based on the number of stitches that they thought she would be able to get done. And some people paid a flat amount, and you know, it was all just in good fun. And we may come up with something similar. We may come up with something different. And then they made that
donation.
Yes. She used hers for they donated for her to use it for her Alzheimer's walk. So it's really exciting.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And if you guys haven't been over on her channel, she is hot and heavy in the middle of her Alzheimer's fundraiser. She's doing things on Instagram. She's having sales. Teresa Vanette, Kitten Stitcher, gave her a bunch of things.
Ooh. And
so some of those things are in that sale.
Talk about a big heart.
Yes.
That's Teresa.
Yes. And the newer magazine, it's Punch Needle and Primitive Stitch. I can't think exactly what it, but that's something like it. They donated some subscriptions.
Oh, fun.
So just
Punch Needle is in right now.
Yeah, well, and the Primitive Stitch stuff in it is cross stitch.
Oh, cool.
So there are several patterns in it that would make it worth the price for, you know, somebody who doesn't punch. I can't punch needle. I don't need another hobby.
Oh, me either.
So I think that's probably where we'll stop with this today. We I'm sure we'll have more things to talk about. You guys are welcome to send us messages. That's one thing I did want to say. If you have retreat questions, please send them to our
The Addicted
Gmail.
Sisters.
Yeah. You can post them on these videos where they say something about the retreat, and I'm happy to do them from here. Please don't send them to our personal emails.
No.
They'll get lost.
Yeah.
I have a hard enough time finding the emails when people win prizes from us. So, just saying.
I clean my box every day.
Well, mine is cleaned
several
out.
times a day.
Mine is cleaned out. There's somebody who said that they had messaged us, and I still have not seen that email, the original email.
Well, and it's interesting because we realized this last week, there were comments made that Laura got a comment on, but it didn't show up on the board. So, you know, we want them all in one place so that we know we've gotten what you're asking for.
And all of the emails are dated, so if you're worried about somebody getting your retreat spot, don't worry about that. We know who our very first one was, and she was local.
Yes.
And she was waiting up for her daughter. So it was exciting. I mean, it was exciting to see our friends coming in. It was exciting to see all of our viewers coming in. There were people who we don't even recognize your names because maybe when you post to us with a comment, it says your YouTube name or your email, and it doesn't say your name. And we're like, oh, that's so cool. And I'm bringing my mother with me. I'm bringing my sisters with me. I'm bringing my cousin with me. That's wonderful.
I'm so glad you guys trust us to know that it's going to be worth your time.
The other thing I wanted to say is we will be getting the Facebook group open, and as soon as you've paid your retreat fee, we'll be getting you into that. But the other thing also is, there's
1,000 things. We're going to forget.
I just was thinking, though, you talk for a minute and it'll come back to me.
Okay. She always does this to me, and then I'm blank, you know. But you were talking about getting the deposit in, getting the Facebook group.
You're trying to make me remember, right? I can't think what I was going to say about it.
And we're talking about the first person that was in and everybody being in the right order. I'll go through and I'll set up a spreadsheet so that we have you all listed exactly as you came in. You know, so there's no worry there.
I can't think what it was. I'm sure
All right,
that as
it'll
soon
come
as
up
we
later.
end this, I will think of it and I will write it down. It's really funny because if I hadn't interrupted myself to say something about the Facebook group,
Yep.
then I would have
You
remembered.
would have got it out.
I
Love
have
this
to
old age stuff.
I have to make enough room for the important stuff, and you guys are the important stuff. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so we will have a great time stitching with you. We I think I
There
was
you
going to
go.
talk about the
Stall enough and we'll get it out.
because we're at the Drury Inn. We said in the video last night, but they serve breakfast every day, and it's not a continental breakfast.
No.
I'm going to be able to eat there. I'm gluten free.
Yeah, they've got eggs. They've got different meats. They've got, I think they have sweet rolls. I think they have some.
I think they have that stuff, but
But you're going to have some substance to your breakfast too.
And I don't think it's the same thing every day. I think they change
it up.
daily. But they're sensitive to those diet requests. So if you have special needs, you just need to let them know that when you do register for your room.
That's what I would say, yeah.
And maybe they'll ask you to tell them when you get there.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
they
tell
will,
the chef when you go in or something.
yeah, they'll tell you and you'll be able to do that. And the other thing was that in the evening they have kickback, which is supposed to be like hors d'oeuvres, but everybody says that it is really like dinner.
Yeah. It's probably heavy hors d'oeuvres, you know.
Well, they said like one night was a taco bar and
See? So
that there was salad every night, that there were, one night is like hamburgers and hot dogs. I can't remember what all, but
it's going to be good. But if you don't care for that, there are plenty of restaurants just right in the area there that you'll be able to go to. Just across the highway. Oh my gosh, there's all sorts of them over there.
And right across the street from us will be the Corner Cafe.
Yeah, that's good.
Which
That's
we
good
really-
home cooking.
Yes, it's like heart attack on a plate.
But you'll enjoy it.
They have cinnamon rolls that are about this big.
Oh my god, and their pies are really good too.
Yeah, and I had those things before I was gluten free, so yeah, I can tell you.
My favorite there is country fried steak,
Oh,
mashed potatoes and gravy, green beans, big old homemade roll. Oh, I haven't had breakfast.
How many of you are running off to go get something to eat right now? Yeah.
And their tenderloins, oh my god, they're this big.
But like there were fast food options there too.
Yeah.
Oh, and we will be able to go yeah, we will be able to go the back way to CC and Company, and we've had a good time talking with them about it. And
Yes, they are so excited to have you ladies and gentlemen come in and meet them. Now their shop is kind of small, so we're going to figure out a way to get everybody an opportunity to go, but it just won't be all at once.
Yes, somebody suggested that maybe we take the school bathroom key approach. And, we may do something similar to that. And that's that, there's something hanging up. And if there's one available, then you can go grab it and go.
Yeah.
And we may do something similar to figure out. And, we want you to be able to go with whoever you want to go with.
Right.
And if you come and you don't have a car, we'll figure out how to get you there. There will be enough people going back and forth that we'll buddy up.
There'll be
Maybe your
somebody.
big sister will be taking you. Although our big sisters are professional shoppers.
Yes, they could. Yes.
They could spend your money fast.
I like to spend other people's money too.
Me too. So, I'm not thinking of anything else. Are you?
Okay. No, I think we're good.
Okay.
We'll have more info to come. So, just keep that in mind. This is not the end all be all.
No, there will be more information coming as we think of it. So, She's Nancy.
And she's Laura.
And we are
The Addicted Sisters.
Have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy stitching.
Happy World Stitching Weekend.